Hey everybody, don't you think it's awesome when you reflect on what you've done and look back and you realize that you learned a lesson, all right? And today that's the case. So, just to go back in time, like you always have to do when you trying to explain or realize that you learn a lesson. Going back in time, my brother and I started real estate investing a couple of years ago. I mean, several years ago, and we separately started purchasing rentals here and there, small rentals, single family homes, small multifamilies. I did a couple of fix and flips here and there. And finally, my brother and I partnered up last year, and we were able to close on what back then we thought it was the biggest deal that we were able to get into, right? So last year we closed on 13 properties. It was a portfolio of 13 properties. It consists of single family homes and small multifamily rentals, right? It has been a great deal. It has it cash flows excellent. And right now we're currently working on stabilizing the portfolio to get better returns, right? Up to a couple of months ago, it was our goal. The lesson here is that when we closed on this and we started looking for the next big deal, right? We got into this concept of multifamily, large multifamily deals. For guys like my brother and I at that time, we didn't think it was possible for us to get into this type of investing. It never crossed our minds. But when we started getting deals, right, and analyzing those deals and getting sort of the approval for the financing of these deals, we realized, and the lesson came here, where we realized that the capital that we invested in the current portfolio that we have could have taken us to get into a bigger deal in a bigger or a large multifamily purchase, right? On our own, on just my brother and I, we could have got into a 50 or 100 units with the amount of capital that we invested, right? Again, you don't know what you don't know. So for us, it was important to get into this deal in order for us to realize and be able to find out that we were able, and we are able, to get into these type of large multifamily real estate deals, right? So the lesson here is that if we would have known, right, what we know now, my brother and I could have purchased a larger multifamily deal on our own, right? The other one is if we were aware of what syndication is, we could have partnered up, or we could have put our money on a syndicate and purchase an even larger real estate deal, right? But again, we didn't know, and now we know. That's the lesson learned. The lesson is that it's important for you to sometimes fail, right? I don't call this a failure. I failed before. But it's important to sometimes do things that will get you to a higher level, right? In our case was for us to get into this deal that now we realize it wasn't the best deal, right? But it has been a great deal because we've learned so much, and we got out of our comfort zone in so many ways. I mean, now I'm doing videos. I never thought of myself doing videos and talking in front of a phone to an audience that I mean, some of you listen to me, right? And some of you follow my advice, and some of you like the story that I'm telling, and because some of you have been where I am, and some of you relate to what I'm telling, right? So if I'm able to do this, imagine what you're able to do, right? I'm not the smartest guy on earth. I'm not the smartest investor. Case proven right now. Like I said, we got into an investment deal that we thought it was wow, right? Um, but it took us to a position where now we see ourselves capable of doing bigger things, learning things that we never thought possible. And who knows, maybe multifamily or syndication is not as big as we think it is, but right now it is. And once we get into it, and we're able to close on or get into the game of multifamily, syndication and closing on large multifamily deals, we might be able to see even further and get into different investment assets that we might not be aware of, or we don't even know that we're capable of doing. All right. So the lesson and my advice here is take action, right? That's what my brother and I have been doing for years. We've been taking action, and I won't call it massive, because looking back now, it's like I could have done more before, right? But now we're taking what we know from our standards, which I don't know, maybe you have higher standards. From my standards, we're taking massive actions, right? We're learning now how to market ourselves. We're learning how to, me for example, how to talk in front of a phone, in front of a camera and spread the message, right? We're learning syndication. We're learning about a multifamily. We're learning how to stabilize an asset in order for us to eventually sell it, hopefully sooner than later, sell it and get into a bigger investment deal. Okay, so again, my advice to you is take action, as small as it is. Take action. Once you take action and you start getting out of that comfort zone, right, getting out of your own way, you'll see that magic starts happening. All right. It's just about dreaming big. Once you start dreaming big and you take action, magic starts happening. All right, just take small steps, but take them. All right, that's my advice today and the lesson that I've learned. So if you like this content, if you find it helpful, if you find that that it inspires you, or if you have any questions, please leave a comment, give it a like, and also please subscribe. I appreciate it. Please stop playing games and play the game. Peace out.